Señoras y señores, me encuentro desde Londres, Inglaterra, y me lancé hasta acá porque resulta que nos encontramos justo enfrente del bar donde se grabó una de las escenas de una de las películas más chidas de acción de todo el año. De mis favoritas, se llama KINGSMAN, Servicio, Secreto, y se va a lanzar ya en Blu-Ray y tenemos muchas cosas que platicarles porque va a estar el protagonista con nosotros y además varios datos curiosos que seguramente a ustedes les van a rayar. Esto es como desde Londres, en las entrañas de KINGSMAN, Secret Service.
Drugs, petty crime, never had a job. Set you on a certain path.
Estamos con el protagonista de KINGSMAN, se llama Taron. Is that right? My pronunciation, my accent, British accent?
That was perfect.
Taron.
Taron, very, very good.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too, Alex. Lovely to meet you.
And here we are to talk about your movie, KINGSMAN, that comes in Blu-ray, and we are going to have it in our home.
Very good. That's it. You can watch it as many times as you like.
Exactly. How was to work in this kind of movie?
It was absolutely fantastic. A sort of unique kind of take on spy films, and I was sort of aware of that when we were making it, really. So it was really exciting to be a part of. Yeah, grew up watching James Bond, and I spent the old Michael Caine sort of spy films I loved as well. But more than that, I was a big fan of Matthew's films. So it was very exciting to be in one.
Oigan, y venimos hasta acá no de gratis, ¿eh? Venimos a convertirnos en todos unos espías. Obviamente un espía debe tomar una de mis cervezas favoritas, que es la Guinness. ¿Y cuál es la dieta de un espía? ¿Quieres saber cuál? Checa.
You are about to embark on the most dangerous job interview in the world.
Felt sorry for the boy, did you?
Y continuamos con más, nos encontramos justamente afuera de este lugar que se llama Huntsman y se dedica a hacer trajes a la medida. Unos trajes carísimos, cuestan 5,000 libras cada uno, más o menos, súper bien hechos, y dicen que tiene 160 años de existir este lugar donde han venido todo tipo de personalidades, desde políticos hasta artistas de Hollywood. Y precisamente es el lugar donde se visten los KINGSMAN, sí, los espías secretos de esta película. Una de las condiciones, una de las cosas principales para que se vean bien, que se vean como dignos y acordes, es tener una presentación impecable. Es por eso que vienen a este lugar, para verse exactamente como se debe de ver un espía.
Manners maketh man. Do you know what that means? Then let me teach you a lesson.
I was watching the special features, the behind the scenes. There's a lot of scenes that you have to apply all your characteristics with this kind of scenes, with the water, with the skydive. It was fun, but it was tough, I think.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It was really hard work. It was exhausting. It wasn't the kind of job where you could, party in the evening and then go to work in the morning. Just to sort of get through it, really, because it is so physical and it is so demanding. But it's totally worth it when you watch it back, because those big set pieces, those big action scenes are really incredible to watch.
Y nos encontramos dentro de este taxi que por fuera pareciera un taxi normal, pero ese es el chiste y esa es la magia de la película de KINGSMAN, que todo pareciera de la vida común y corriente, cada uno de los props, cada una de las cosas que se utilizan, pero tienen todas estas una cosa oculta, y que por fuera pareciera un taxi normal que pasa por la calle en Inglaterra, pero por dentro tiene todo el lujo, todo el glamour y obviamente toda la tecnología necesaria para que los KINGSMAN puedan cumplir sus objetivos. ¿Quieren verlo? Mira, aquí está muy mamón, muy chido, pero si vamos por fuera, el taxi es muy común. Haz de cuenta los taxis en México ahí, los regulares. Aquí en Inglaterra todos son negros, todos son de este estilo como vintage.
I've never met a tailor before, but I know you ain't one.
Come with me. What do you see? I see a young man with potential.
Everybody is asking me if there's gonna be a second movie. There's a lot of rumors in the internet.
Yeah, I've heard.
We want to watch it.
I'd like to watch it. I mean, no one's called me and told me it's happening yet, but I've read the rumours, and it's been such a success that I think there's lots of people who would like to see a second one, so fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It's as much Kingsman material as any of them.
We're here to enhance your skills, test you to the limit. You need to solve problems under pressure.
Somebody told me that you have a gift for me.
Right. Well, would you like to try it on? Come on, mate, take it like a man.
Lo que tiene que vivir un espía secreto. A veces tenemos que hacer sacrificios, pero lo que sea por salvar al mundo, ¿no? Me está diciendo que tengo buena pompa, que va a hacer lo posible para resaltar eso.
Manners maketh man.
I have trouble understanding you people sometimes.
I read that maybe like 60 guys make the casting for the audition for the X.
Oh really? I don't know. I have no idea.
How was your casting? What can you have to do?
So there was lots of sort of quite ordinary audition stuff where you go and read the scenes, you know, and they film you, and but then there was an audition, a couple of auditions I think, with stuntmen where they would kind of give me a gun and film me sort of stalking round corners and things and doing little dive rolls just to make sure that I kind of looked like I could play an action hero, I suppose. Yeah. So yeah, there was lots of different things. They kind of put me in a suit and stuff and filmed me to make sure that I looked okay.
Exactly.
In a suit, yeah.
Y nos encontramos también aquí en esta sastrería que también forma parte del mundo cinematográfico de Kingsman, con todo el armamento y todo lo que tú necesitas para convertirte en un espía del siglo XXI, y por eso estamos aquí con David para que nos platique acerca de esto. David, hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Please tell me what is going on with this kind of stuff, because we watched it and we said it's a regular umbrella, it's a regular pen, but it isn't.
Not always, no. Sometimes when you see the film, there'll be regular things in the movie, but as you can see in front of you, we've got the umbrella. It's a standard umbrella, but we often get asked to make them do different things, like in the movie. So this particular one, we just added a little bit of specialist inside and a slightly pressure pad, just to make the trigger come out, like you saw in the film, like to make the gun. So that's the kind of umbrella with a little bit of difference. You know, depending on that scene, for different shots, we'd use different umbrellas.
Okay.
But for the main one, that's the one they would use all the time.
Exactly. Kingsman is an international intelligence agency operating at the highest level of discretion. If you're prepared to adapt, you can transform
Into a spy.
Interested?
Oh, yes.
The most difficult scene to film for you?
The underwater scene.
Yeah, why?
Well, it was just very, very tiring. It actually took over a week to film.
Whoa.
I mean, swimming is just an exhausting thing to do because you're using your whole body and you're holding your breath. So that was a really, really, really exhausting week. But I mean, there was challenges to all of them. The fighting in all the corridors at the end, that took weeks as well. It was generally just an exhausting shoot, but that's the price you pay to get something that looks that good, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like what to do when one of your group has no parachute.
La vida de espías a veces es dura, pero tengo que vivirla.
They're offering you the opportunity to become a Kingsman.
Like a spy.
Of sorts.
Dentro de esta película, la neta es que está bien chistoso y está bien padre las personalidades que se dieron cita. Sale Mark Hamill, no sé si ustedes recuerdan, este actor que interpretó a Luke Skywalker, ¿se acuerdan? Bueno, él es el profesor que rescatan al principio de la película y que se vuelve también con una doble personalidad entre villano y héroe, etcétera, etcétera. Y se juntaron dos Jedi, sí, por un lado Samuel L. Jackson y por el otro Mark Hamill, que obviamente ustedes saben que es Luke Skywalker.
No, talk so funny.
Como como siempre tenemos datos curiosos aquí en Cómo quieren que les diga algunas cosas que tal vez les sorprendan o tal vez no. ¿Se acuerdan de la competencia directa de Espi para ser parte de los KINGSMAN? Pues sí, es una chava. El personaje se llama Roxy y al principio fue rumorada que iba a estar Emma Watson dentro de esta película para interpretar a ese personaje, pero dijo el director, no, mejor démosle chance a alguien que no sea tan famosa todavía, a una joven promesa, y pues creo que hicieron buena elección. Sophie Coxon es la chava que interpretó al final a este personaje. Tiene buena personalidad, no está tan hermosa como Emma, pero actualmente lo hace perfecto.
How was work with these big things like Samuel Jackson, Michael Caine, Colin Firth? It's a huge thing.
It's a massive cast, isn't it? Yeah. It was brilliant. It was brilliant, and it was great because not only was I working with all these guys, but it was also quite exciting to be working with those guys while they were working together, because I could, you know, I can't think of any other. I know Michael Caine and Samuel L. Jackson hadn't worked together before, and I don't think Colin and Michael had worked together before, and Colin and Sam certainly hadn't. So that kind of added another level to the thrill of it, really. Yeah. Not only working with all those guys for the first time in my first film, but also the fact that no one had really seen them on screen together before.
Two Jedis together.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill and Samuel L. Jackson.
Exactly, a couple of Jedis in there.
Yeah.
It really was cool, actually, wasn't it? Yeah, I'd sort of forgotten. Yeah, Jedis.
Dentro del contenido extra que van a poder ver en KINGSMAN están muchas cosas curiosas, por ejemplo, las prótesis de cuchillas en lugar de piernas. Bueno, resulta que esta chava es bailarina profesional y por eso hace esas patadas, o sea, eso no necesitó extras porque esta chava sabe mover las piernas, sí, sabe hacer splits, sabe hacer como muchas cosas, digamos, acrobáticas, y lo que hicieron es ponerle todo el tiempo, van a ver que en los materiales extras tiene como unas medias verdes, sí, como una pantalla verde pero dentro de sus piernas, que era sustituida con estas cuchillas para que pues tuviera todo este rollo de espías. La neta es que le quedó muy chida y vamos a seguir hablando de más datos curiosos porque todavía nos queda un ratito más aquí en Londres para seguirles hablando de KINGSMAN, Servicio Secreto.
If you get blood on the carpet, you have to take the carpet up.
I don't know. If Kingsman were a real thing, what would you need to become a Kingsman? I don't know. I think a good suit to begin with. That's got to be the most important thing. Yeah, get a good suit, and I think that's half the battle won.
Yeah, and the fight style too.
That's it. Yeah. that I really wouldn't be able to help them on.
What about him? What makes him so special? Put it back.
I have a very special mission, so what else can I get from here?
And there's a lot of violence inside the movie. What do you think about that? Because some people doesn't like too much the girls.
I think it's, you know, it's like anything. It's about, you know, there's obviously the famous church scene, which is probably the most violent portion of the movie.
In Mexico, they cut it off.
Really?
Yeah, but
I know it's been cut in some territories. Yeah. I mean, that's just down to the individual country and what the general feeling is there about what they want to see and what the audience want to see. But for my money, I love the scene. I think there's something quite balletic about it. It's kind of a piece of choreography. It makes Colin's character feel the horror he feels afterwards. You know, it works for me. Will people in Mexico see it on the DVD? Will it be on the DVD? Yeah. Well, there we are. You've got something to look forward to.
La película en taquilla le fue cañón, le invirtieron 81 millones de dólares, pero ¿saben cuánto sacó? Sacó 381 millones de dólares, o sea, sí salió, sí salieron como con los gastos bien, ¿no? Entonces, por eso se rumora fuertemente que se va a hacer la segunda parte de esta película. Y yo creo que lo van a lograr porque tiene muchísima mitología alrededor de y muchas personas que quieren participar en ella. Dentro de los que se quedaron así a nada de ser parte de esta historia, por ejemplo, fue Leonardo DiCaprio. Era uno de los que sonaba para ser el villano, que próximamente yo creo que no lo demos por descartado. Se podría unir a esta franquicia junto con otros actores de gran nivel.
Did you read the comic book that it's based on?
Yeah. I hadn't before I auditioned, but I read after I auditioned.
And what do you think about the version, graphic, and the movie?
I think it's a really great adaptation. It's got, you know, there are changes made because a film is a different medium to comic books, and But I love it. I love Mark Millar's stuff since that. I've read other ones. I've read Starlight recently, which is a brilliant comic. But yeah, it's lovely. But I like the differences as well. There are subtle changes made, and I think it works.
Okay.
I hope the audience find it as funny as we did, anyway.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
nice
Alex.
to meet you.
Thank you.
Don't be ridiculous. It's a hand grenade.
Shut up.